Bargani.
Kuumba Bargani.
Kuumba.
And welcome to day 6 of Kwanzaa, which is Kuumba, which means creativity. I am your host, Emmanuel Rafford. I am joined by my beautiful wife,
Sierra Rafford.
and we would like to welcome you to Kwanzaa.
Welcome.
So, usually this is the Karamu feast and we're joined together, eating and enjoying food, but because of the pandemic, we cannot. But you can join together with your family and you can watch. Make sure you're liking this video, make sure you're sharing it and dropping comments because we love the interaction. Before we start, we have to get permission from our elders to begin. So, elders, can we have permission to begin?
Permission to begin.
Thank you. So, we're going to start first with the libation statement. Baby, you can go to the thing. So, we're going to read this libation statement. Join in with us. Our fathers and mothers came here, lived, loved, struggled, and built here. At this place, their love and labor rose like the sun and gave strength and meaning to the day. For them, then, who gave so much, we give in return. On this same soil, we will sow our seeds in liberation and a higher level of human life. May our eyes be the eagle, our strength be the elephant, and the boldness of our life be like the lion. And may we remember and honor our ancestors and the legacy they left for as long as the sun shines and the water flows. All right, for that we pour a drop and we say, Ashe. For our people everywhere then, for Shaka, Samori, Nzinga, and all others known and unknown who defended our ancestral land, history, and humanity from alien invaders, we pour a libation. Ashe. For Garvey, Muhammad, Malcolm and King, Harriet, Fannie Lou, Sojourner, Bethune, and Nat Turner, and all the others who dared to define, defend, and develop our interests as a people, we pour libation. For our children and the fuller and freer lives they will live because we struggle, we pour libation. For Kawadi and the Nguzu Saba, the new system of views and values which gives identity, purpose, and direction to our lives for the new world we struggle to build, and for the continuing struggle through which we will inevitably rescue, construct our history and humanity in own image and according to our own needs. We pour libation. Also, we want to take this time to ask you, for everybody who's watching, please put in the comments some ancestors that you want to remember. We want to not only have a video record of it, but we want to also see it in the comments. So I'm asking people here who's recording and people with us to say some names so we can pour a libation to. I'm going to start and I'm going to say I'm personally responsible for my ancestor, Ayman Dawood, and I pour a libation for him. Ashe. It's call out some names. Put in the comments some names that you want to pour a libation for. Yeah. Ashe. Ashe. Veneer Hutchinson. Ashe. Miss Baines. Ashe.
Kenny James Burster.
Ashe. Ashe. Brother Tapello. Ashe. Ashe.
Judy Turner.
Ashe. And for everybody who's put those names in the comments, we pour a libation for you and we say Ashe. All right. And so now we're going to flip to the singing portion, which should be very interesting. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead.
Please stand while we sing. Lift every voice and sing.
Go ahead. Lift every voice and sing
Till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing sing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on to victory is won.
Wow, I could sing, can't I?
No, no, you can't.
So we're going to ask you to remain standing while we read this flag of mine. This is a call and response, so we're going to say this line. So go ahead, man.
Okay. Here is to the flag of mine,
Here's to the flag of mine.
the red, black, and green.
The red, black, and green.
Hope in its future bright,
Hopes in its future bright.
Africa has seen.
Africa has seen.
Here's to the red of it.
Here's to the red of it.
Great nations shall know of it.
Great nations shall know of it.
In time to come,
And time to come,
red blood shall flow of it.
red blood shall flow of it.
Historians shall write of it.
Historians shall write of it.
Great flag of mine.
Great flag of mine.
Here's to the black of it.
Here's to the black of it.
400 millions back of it.
400 millions back of it.
Whose destinies depend on it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
The red, black, and green of it.
The red, black, and green of it.
Oh, flag of mine.
Oh, flag of mine.
Here's to the green of it.
Here's to the green of it.
Young men shall dream of it.
Young men shall dream of it.
Face shots and shells of it.
Face shots and shells of it.
Waving so high.
Waving so high.
Here's to the whole of it.
Here's to the whole of it.
Colors brought and pole of it.
Colors brought and pole of it.
Pleased is my soul with it.
Pleased is my soul with it.
Regardless of what is told of it.
Regardless of what is told of it.
Thanks God of giving it.
Thanks God for giving it.
Great flag of mine.
Great flag of mine. You can be seated. All right. So next up, we're going to explain the symbols, which I'm going to explain for you, and Sierra's going to show you at our Kwanzaa setup. So Kwanzaa has 7 basic symbols and 2 supplemental ones. Each represents values and concepts reflective of African culture and contributive to community building and reinforcement. The basic symbols in Swahili and then in English are mazao, the crops. These are symbolic of African harvest celebrations and of the rewards of productive and collective labor. The next one is the makeka, the mat. This is symbolic of our tradition and history and therefore the foundation on which we build. Next up, we have the kanara, which is the candle holder. This is symbolic of our roots, our parent people, continental Africa. Next up, we have muhindi, which is the corn. This is symbolic of children and our future, which they embody. Next, we have the mishuma saba, which are the 7 candles. These are symbolic of the Nguzu Saba, the 7 principles, the matrix, and the minimum set of values which African people are urged to live by in order to rescue and reconstruct their lives and their own image and according to their own needs. Next up, we have the Kikombe Cha Umoja, which is the unity cup. This is symbolic of the foundational principle and practice of unity, which makes all else possible. Next up, we have Zawadi, which are the gifts. These are symbolic of the labor and love of parents and the commitments made and kept by the children. The 2 supplemental symbols are the bendera, the flag, which we have one right there. We also have one right here. These colors of the Kwanzaa flag are the colors of the organization US, black, red, and green. Black for the people, red for the struggle, and green for the future, and hope that comes from their struggle. It is based on colors given by the Honorable Marcus Garvey as national colors for African people throughout the world. Last, we have the Nguzu Saba poster, which is the poster of the 7 principles. All right. Next up, we're going to do an explanation of the principles, which we'll let Sierra start.
Umoja, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
Next up, we have Kuji Chakalia, which means self-determination. It means to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves.
Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our communities together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together.
Next, we have Ujamaa, which means cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
Next, we have Nia, which is purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness.
Next up, we have Today, which is Kuumba, which means creativity, to do always as much as we can and the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited.
And then last, we have Imani, which is faith, to believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness of victory of our struggle.
So those are your 7 principles of of Kwanzaa. I'm sorry. So now we're going to light the candles. You have to light it. So, no, not yet. There's one black candle in the center of the Kinara. This represents the people. The 3 red candles on the left of the black candle represents the people's struggle. The 3 green candles to the right of the black candle represent the hope that comes from the struggle. Make a group commitment to practice and promote that particular principle throughout the year. We light the black candle on the first night of Kwanzaa, December 26th, to represent the principle of unity, which is umoja. On the second night of Kwanzaa, we light the black candle first, then 1 red candle next to the black candle to represent self-determination, which is kuji chakalia. On the third evening, we light the black candle first, then the red candle, and then light 1 green candle next to the black candle to represent collective work and responsibility, Ujima. On the 4th evening, we light the candles that have previously been lit in the same order, then next to the red candle to represent cooperative economics, Ujamaa. On the 5th evening, we light the candles in the same order, then light the next green candle to represent purpose, Nia. On the 6th evening, we light the candles that have previously been lit, and then light the final red candle to represent Kuumba, which means creativity. All right. So that ends our opening. We hope you are enjoying yourselves thus far. We have a very exciting night planned for you. Please be interactive with this day. We want you to comment. We want you to share. We want you to go get your friends, your aunts, your uncles, cousins, call them, and tell them to come watch Kwanzaa because we're going to have a very exciting night for you. And we will see you at the end.
See ya.